Reading is important, we all know that. Reading helps us to develop our imagination, to have a better memory and many more, but they can also be a good way to relax. Even if you are in vacation, at home or at school, there is always a good time to read. So for those of you who the reading is part of your life, here are the top 10 most expensive books ever sold. Number 10, 9 and 8, The Birds of America. The Birds of America is a book by naturalist and painter John James Audubon containing illustrations of a wide variety of birds of the United States. It was first published as a series in sections between 1827 and 1838 in Edinburgh and London. Not all the specimens collected in the work were collected by Audubon himself. Some were sent him by a friend who collected them on an expedition. 3 of these copies were sold for millions of dollars. The first one was purchased in March 2000 by Sheikh Al Thani of Qatar for $8.8 million. The second one was sold in London for $11.5 million. In January 2012, a third complete copy was sold in Manhattan for $7.9 million. The buyer was identified only as an American collector who bid by phone. Number 7. Gospels of Henry the Lion. The Gospels of Henry the Lion were intended by Henry the Lion, Duke of Saxony, for the altar of Virgin Mary in the Brunswick Cathedral. The volume is considered a masterpiece of Romanesque book illumination of the 12th century. It was sold by auction in December 1983 in London for $11.7 million. Number 6. Rothschild Prayer Book. The Rothschild Prayer Book, or Rothschild Hours, is an important Flemish illuminated manuscript book of hours compiled by a number of artists. The book was sold in July 1999 in London for $13.4 million. The bidder remained anonymous until 2014 when he was revealed on an Australian TV program as Kerry Stokes, an Australian businessman and billionaire. Number 5. Babe's Psalm Book. The Babe's Psalm Book was the first book printed in British North America. The book is a metrical psalmer, first printed in Cambridge, Massachusetts. The translations are not particularly polished, and not one of has remained in use, although some of the tunes to which they were sung have survived. On November 2013, a copy was sold for $14.2 million for American and financier and philanthropist David Rubenstein, who planned to loan it to libraries across the country. Number 4. St. Cuthbert Gospel. The St. Cuthbert Gospel is an early 8th century pocket gospel book written in Latin. Its finely decorated leather binding in the early known Western binding to survive. The St. Cuthbert Gospel is one of the smallest surviving Anglo-Saxon manuscripts. The essentially undecorated text is the Gospel of John in Latin, written in a manuscript that has been regarded as a model of elegant simplicity. It was on long-term loan to the British Library, and in July 2011, the British Library launched a fundraising campaign to buy the book for $14.3 million. Number 3. Magna Carta. Magna Carta Libertatum, or the Great Charter of Liberties, is a charter agreed to by King John of England. The book tells about protection of church rights, protection for the barons from illegal imprisonment, access to swift justice, and limitations on feudal payments to the crown. It was bought by an American businessman for $21.3 million. Number 2. Codex Leicester. The Codex Leicester is a collection of scientific writings by Leonardo da Vinci. The Codex provides an insight into the inquiring mind of the definitive Renaissance artist, scientist, and thinker, as well as an exceptional illustration of the link between the art and science and the creativity of the scientific process. The manuscript holds the second record highest sale price of any book, as it was sold to Bill Gates in November 1994 in New York for $13.8 million. Number 1. Book of Mormon. The Book of Mormon is a sacred text of the Latter-day Saint movement which adherents believe contains writing of ancient prophets who lived on the American continent. It was first published in March 1830 by Joseph Smith as the Book of Mormon, an account written by the hand of Mormon upon plates taken from plates of Nephi. In September 2017, the LDS Church bought the printer's manuscript for $35 million. So, what do you think about these books? If you liked the video, please leave a comment, like or subscribe. Thank you for watching.